And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Clothier Field as we have Centennial Conference women's soccer action between the hosts Swarthmore Garnet and the Bryn Mawr Owls. Mark Narducci here, glad to bring you all the action. This is a game with postseason implications for Swarthmore. We'll get into that as we go along. But let's get the starting lineups. First of all, Bryn Mawr 1-11-3, 0-8-1 in the Centennial Conference. Swarthmore 11-3-1, 5-2-1. Swarthmore tied with Dickinson for second place. Just lost a 2-1 game to Dickinson. But for Bryn Mawr, starting in goal, just her second game, it'll be Emma Ryan, a junior from Centennial, Colorado. In the midfield, a first-year player, Amanda Cruz from the Bronx, New York. Sarah Walker, another first-year player, is on D. She's from Bridgewater, New Jersey. Corinne Wozniski, she's a senior from Lambertville, New Jersey. She will be in the midfield. Sarah Laurie, a sophomore from Yardley, PA, played at Pennsbury High School. Aaliyah Stubenboard is a junior, from Forest Hills, New York. Daniela Dozen is a first-year player from Annandale, Virginia. Paige Mastropolito, and she's the player to watch. She's a senior, and how about this? She's from Swarthmore, PA, went to Archbishop Carroll High School. She's the leading scorer. We'll be talking about her, and certainly Swarthmore will be focusing on her quite a bit. 22 is Grace Florick, a junior from Gettysburg, PA. Ariel Schultz, a junior midfielder from Summit, New Jersey. And Maddie Cohen, a junior defender from Harrisburg, PA. For Swarthmore, it'll be Lillian Keller in goal for the Garnet. This year, Nora Greer's been the regular, but a good chance for Keller today. She's a senior from Washington, D.C. Kim Kokenmeister, who has a team-high 7 goals. She's a senior from Greenwich, Connecticut. Alice Anyanyo Opio, she's a midfielder from Harrisburg, PA. We talked about last game. She was a great defender last year. She's moved up to the defensive midfield position this year. Amelia Mounts is a senior from Honey Falls, New York. She's a forward. Megan Ruoff, a senior midfielder from Portland, Oregon. Macy Mangini, a first-year midfielder from Scottsdale, Arizona. Anwin Urquhart, a senior midfielder from Edwards, Colorado. Abby Chang, a sophomore midfielder from San Mateo, California. Emmy Hansard, a sophomore defender from Sherman Oaks, California. Eloise France, a first-year defender from Barcelona, Spain. And Senna Meath, a sophomore forward from Columbus, Ohio. Swarthmore wearing the white uniforms as we're just about getting ready for kickoff. Jeff Pansera is your official in the center. Megan Ryder and Bradley Ernst are on the outside. Here come the Owls. As we said, just one tie in Centennial Conference action. So if you're Swarthmore, you kind of want to assume control early in this game. They almost went on a long ball to Abby Chang that time. That's Kokenmeister. Again, Swarthmore coming off a tough 2-1 loss to Dickinson. Got down 2-0 in that game, and then Kokenmeister scored a goal. The Garnet trying to get something going early on here, but cleared away. And here come the Owls. Mastropolito, they're trying to feed her, but Ayango Opio gets it back to Keller and kicked out of bounds, so it'll be a throw for the Owls. Number 10 on the throw, Aaliyah Stubenboard. Mastropolito, she's got to be watched, and she will be. There will be a lot of white uniforms on number 14 today. Missed kick in there, but a good job that time by Eloise France, 24 for Swarthmore, backing up the play. Kokenmeister now. She's trying to send Chang. Chang's still going on goal. Abby, can she get control? Not quite, and cleared away by the Owls. Abby Chang, just a total nuisance to opposing defenses. She's got a motor that just never stops. And we will have the first corner kick of the game for the Garnet. So Swarthmore looking to put immediate pressure. A lot of white shirts in the goal there. And that ball out, so it'll be a goal kick for the Owls. That was Mounts on that corner kick. Got a good leg on it. And it'll be Ryan now, as they'll try to work it out from the back, but they're going to get a lot of pressure from Swarthmore here. Now the Garnet back up a little bit with the pressure. Master Polito at midfield. Look, there are 3 white shirts around 14, and that's going to probably be a common occurrence tonight. There's Mounts. Very nice step over, but intercepted that time by Stubenboard. Yanyo Opio being chased by Master Polito. Hansard trying to get the ball out. Mangini, and finally Yanyo Opio clears it out. Here comes Mounts. She's got a head of steam. Chang on the left flank. Oh, it's a good look. She tried to one-time that pass to Kokenmeister, who was too far away from the play that time. Nice little work here by the Garnet. Mounts. They'll try to go the other way. Mangini now looking to go to the left. I think they're trying to get Chang down that left flank. No, instead it's Kokenmeister. Kokenmeister. Breaking in. Still breaking in. Kim Kokenmeister. And that ball goes out, and it'll be the second corner for the Garnet. Kim Kokenmeister with 7 goals. And just has great explosion. Really moves well without the ball. Always getting open. And we have looks like a push going up for that header, so it'll be a free kick for the Owls. Bryn Mawr with a very young team. The Owls having trouble working it out of the back, and that's because of the pressure that Swarthmore is putting up. It goes back to Keller. Oh, that's an excellent trap by Stubenboard, number 10. Schultz, 23. They're looking for Stubenboard. Nicely done there that time by Hansard. And here comes Chang. She's getting ahead of steam, but that's blocked. It's a good thing 23 Ariel Schultz blocked that time. We have a foul. Because Chang When she gets ahead of steam, she's very hard to defend. Oyanyo Opio, we said she's been a defensive midfielder, but she's playing back, and it almost looks like she's specifically marking Paige Mastropolito, number 14. Keller. One thing when you have Oyanyo Opio in the back there, number 5 gets the ball out very quickly. Steal now, and there's a trip that time, and again a nice play by Ariel Schultz. She caused that foul, number 23. So it'll be 22, Grace Florek on the free kick. Two white shirts around Mastropolito, by the way. Header and just wide, so it'll be a goal kick for the Garnet. That was Stubenboard that time on the head. She's been very active. The junior from Forest Hills, New York. Here comes Chang. Again, working that left flank, cutting it in. Chang with a nice cross in there. Cleared away. Mangini fires up from there, and I think that was off an owl. And, yep, that'll be the third corner kick for Swarthmore. So the Garnet, who've really controlled play here in the early going, on the corner. Looking to go back in. Nice service in there, and making the save is Ryan. That's not that easy because Ryan was going backwards. When you're a keeper, you certainly want to go forward when you're trying to make those saves, but Ryan was able to do that. That was Urquhart, by the way, on that shot. Iyango Bio not really being tested there. She's looking for Kokenmeister. Pressure put on by the Garnet. And the ball cleared away. Keller getting to it. Coming off her line very quickly. So the Owls have had a few nice runs here. Oh, Mastropolito just missed on that attempt to trap the ball. Had she gotten that, it was far away. It was not an easy ball, in fact. But had she been able to get that, she had a little room. Boy, what a head that time by Stubenboard. Boy, number 10 has really been aggressive, hasn't she? Here in the early going. That was a steal by Schultz. Good work by Bryn Mawr, trying to work it out from the back. That's Cruz. Amanda Cruz getting a little head of steam there. It's a nice intention by Cruz. Obviously, she was looking for Mastropolito. Long ball for Kokenmeister. You know, what makes Kokenmeister dangerous is she'll make runs down the flank. She'll make them in the middle of the field. Very active, and That's a foul on Swarthmore, so it'll be a free kick. A little too aggressive that time by Mounts on the push. Floric on the other side. It was a good head ball by Meath that time. Coming inside, Hansard. That's a great play by a defender. You know, faking to kick it, you hold up the opposition, and then you take it back. Oyango Opio. Here's Urquhart. Couldn't quite get a hold of it. And Urquhart, 15, has a tremendous burst of speed. She's also had a lot of versatility. You could play her in the back, in the midfield. Play her up top. No score, 32-17 left in the first half. Again, a ball a little hard to handle for Master Polito that time. Cruz tried to pass it in, but Cruz has it again. Back to Master Polito. And cleared away by France that time. So it'll be Elias Stubenboard, who has had a very active first half so far. Swarthmore trying to clear. Here's Chang. Up to Urquhart. Mounts. And well done defensively by the Owls. Here comes Cruz. Cruz has carried the ball quite a bit in the early going here from that right side. Again, going to Master Polito that time. Ball too far, but also 14 had plenty of white shirts on her. Kokenmeister trying to get to that ball, and no, good job by the Owls keeping it in. Urquhart with a nice back pass. What a stick that time. And here come the Owls. That was Lori, number 8, trying to get the ball out. They're trying to get the Woznicki, number 7. Teams keep changing possession. Mounts tries to one-time it. And there's a miss kick. You know, they always tell you play the miss, and that's why. Again, that's far away, but you can certainly get a run on goal there. Swarthmore coming into the game with 29 goals on the season. The Garnet have surrendered 15. The offside flag up. That ball hit out, I think, by Chang, right? Yep, so it'll be Cruz on the throw for the Owls. Nice job that time by Stubenboard, making herself a target and then passing it back. Master Polito on the left flank, trying to get the shot in there. Shot! Save Keller. It looked like that was Woznicki on that shot, but Keller doing a nice job. And Bryn Mawr will get its first corner kick of the game. I was ready to say the season. And Keller punched that out. Ali Zatelli ready to come in for Swarthmore. Sophomore from Ramsey, New Jersey. Service inside. That time the service was by Stubenboard, but Keller with the save. Kokemeister. And gets it back to Megan Ruoff. Chang. Mangini. Mounts to Urquhart. Urquhart keeps the ball in. Crosses it with the opposite foot. Headed out. Tried to one-time it. Kokemeister went up. There's some contact there. Play on. And Mounts tried to serve that ball inside there a little bit too far, so it'll be a goal kick for the Owls. Zitelli coming in for Megan Ruoff. Allie's been a big part of the attack. Besides the fact that she has 2 goals this year, she's she's got a tremendous work rate. Forces the opposition into a lot of turnovers. And that ball's out. So it'll be Hansard on the throw. She's got Zitelli right there, and that's who she goes to. Right back to Emmy. Nice little 1-2 touch there. But that was broken up by number 6, Sarah Walker. Walker still on the play, and now she commits the foul. So Yongo Obio, they need 10 yards. That's nowhere near 10 yards. So Jeff Pansiera walking it off. Everybody lined up toward the right post. Here's Alice on the chip. And Ryan comes out and makes the play and punts it out quickly. Master Polito has it. And a good play by Yanyo Opio that time to kick it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw for Bryn Mawr. Couple subs coming into the game for the Owls. 28, Carly Penn, and 15, Jessica Johnson. So Coach Paul Stinson going to his bench. Oh, good head that time by Yanyo Opio, because right behind her was Master Polito. That could have been trouble. Here comes Zatelli. Meath on the outside. Oh, nice little fake there. Urquhart actually tried to pass that ball to herself, and it almost worked. Hansard, she'll go back to Keller. I'll tell you what, for a Bryn Mawr team that is 0-8-1 in the Centennial Conference, the Owls have come out playing very well here. Most Centennial Conference teams have just 2 more games to play. Of course, Swarthmore will be ending its regular season Saturday at noon, hosting Haverford. We'll go through the standings. One thing is secured. Johns Hopkins has already earned the number 1 seed in the Centennial Conference playoffs. With 24 points, 8-0. Zitelli, there she is, still has the ball. Nice control there. Going on the side to Hansard. Hansard bringing it in the middle. To Chang. Chang one-times it in there. Kokemeister couldn't get it. Urquhart on a shot there. And it'll be the 4th corner kick for the Garnet. Anwin Urquhart with a nice shot. It was a tough angle that time. And she'll go take the corner. Looks like Zatelli's there for the short ball. Yep, and that's the way they're going to go. Back to Urquhart. Zitelli tries to kick the ball in. But cleared. There's Johnson got it first. Zitelli, nice stick that time as she made the defensive play. She's got Kokemeister going on the left. Kokemeister trying to go in goal. And a nice defensive play by 27, Maddie Cohen. Cohen got her foot in there or else Kokemeister could have been one-on-one. It's an excellent defensive play. France will try to get it started going up the middle. Urquhart with a nice feed to Mounts. Mounts with a long ball there. Hit the crossbar. Followed up score. Abby Chang. So with 20-24 left here in the first half, it's Swarthmore 1-0. It looked like Chang. We'll get the official there. Yep, they are calling it for Abby. Her 4th goal of the season. And it looks like it was Mounts that set that ball up. Here comes Chang again. Abby looking for Kokemeister. Kokemeister still has the ball inside there. Chang with the header. Couldn't quite get it. Lots of pressure. Hansard coming up. Blocked, and it'll be a throw. Master Polito, she's got to come well inside of midfield just to get the touch. There's Zitelli. Wow, you know, since Zitelli's been in the game, she has brought a ton of energy. Chang with the steal. Mounts. Zitelli. Really nice ball movement. Mounts again. Look at her control it there. Oh, she was trying to go to Kokemeister, who was gaining position that time. It looked like it was Floric who cleared that ball away. And now Swarthmore trying to work it up. Again, the Garnet would mathematically earn a spot in the Centennial Conference playoffs with a tie, but Coach Todd Ankaitis and his team not looking for a draw here, because Swarthmore still has a chance at getting a number 2 seed. Hansard, no one on her. Hansard with a long shot over the crossbar. In the Centennial Conference playoffs, and Nicte Machado Acco coming into the game. Scored her first career goal a couple games back. Just another great energy player. And we've said it all year in the broadcast, although I haven't done that many. I've done a few of them, and each time you can just see the tremendous depth that Coach Todd Ankaitis has developed here. Here's Machado Acco. Nice little move there. Zitelli. Inside Mounts. I'll tell you, Mounts can really pull the trigger on that shot. Monica Scotto coming in for Bryn Mawr, the sophomore from Dubois, PA. And as we said, Coach Paul Stinson has gone very deep to his bench. 15:51 left in the first half. Swarthmore leading by a 1-0 score. Stolen. Chang. Just wide. I'll tell you, Mounts, Zitelli as well, but Mounts doing just yeoman work both ways here. There's Chang, Kokemeister. Chang, back to Zitelli. Zitelli plays with great pace. Doesn't overly rush it, trying to beat two players. And almost got the throw in. It'll be Hansard on the throw. And coming into the game is Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff. The junior from Gillingham, England, who's been a big part of the attack. 3 goals this season. Zitelli with a long shot. Hit the crossbar. Oh, and Kokemeister tried to follow. Wow, what a shot that was by Zitelli. So plenty of pressure for the Garnet here in the first half. Early on, the Owls were making a few pretty nice runs. Right now, Swarthmore owns an 11-2 advantage in shots. Machado Otko all the way down on that right flank. Crosses it in. Head ball. Zitelli. And the Garnet up 2-0. That was an outstanding play. It looked like Nicte Machado Otko used her opposite foot to cross that in, and Zitelli gets her third goal of the season. Thirty-first goal of the season for the Garnet. So with 13-16 left in the first half, it's Swarthmore 2, Bryn Mawr 0, and the Garnet are now putting on some extreme pressure. Oyango Pio in the offensive end, and that ball was kicked out of bounds by Jessica Johnson, so it'll be a throw for the Garnet. Emmy Hansard. And coming in, Danny Kaufman-Sedano, and she'll replace Kim Kokemeister. You talk about energy players. Kaufman-Sedano is just one of those players. She has the ball right there. Again, a lot of these Swarthmore players have started. It doesn't always matter whether you start or come off the bench. You're going to get a lot of minutes. Oh, that ball goes right through and cleared out. Todd Ankaitis really uses his bench. Master Polito was looking to make the pass up front there. That was to Ann Moravik, who's into the game. Make that Anna Moravik. Another cross from the... I'll tell you, the Garnet are really having a lot of success going to that right flank. About the first half of the first half was scoreless, but since then Swarthmore has scored 2 goals and really just controlled play. Hansard with a nice play, faked the pass back and turned up the field with Master Polito right on her back. That time Zitelli gets called for the foul, so it'll be a free kick for the Owls. Grace Florick lining it up. Nice head ball that time by France. Here comes France. What a season she's had. First-year defender from Barcelona, Spain. Really crisp passing today from Swarthmore. Working that short game. Oyango Pio looking for Zitelli. You can't give Zitelli any room to shoot. We've seen that tonight. Got a rocket of a shot. Fernandez Bruff trying to work her way through. Zitelli I'll tell you, Swarthmore has been relentless in not allowing the Owls defense to get the ball out of their own zone. Fernandez rough. And that ball still stays in. Well done by the Owls. Look at the pressure, though, that it continues to be put on by Swarthmore. So it'll be the Owls throw. 8:27 left here in the first half. Swarthmore 2-0. Again, that was Fernandez Bruff on the steal. Here comes Zitelli. How many times have we mentioned him? Kaufman Sedano that time on the run. And she still puts on pressure. And we're going to have some reserves coming in. '23 Sophie Vesley, 28 Liz Brown, and 16 Maria Lee, all in for Swarthmore. So Todd Enkitis, as he often does, going very deep to his bench. Kaufman Sedano still retains possession. Look at that move. Oh, Fernandez Bruff tried to go near post. Kept the ball low. That's a good shot there. Just went wide. Bryn Mawr, that's Johnson. She'll get the throw. And that's Brown who made that intercept. Fernandez Bruff, she was trying to go to the right flank to Urquhart. Lee couldn't quite keep it in. So it'll be Cruz. Remember early in the game, Cruz was making some nice runs up that right side. Has not been able to do it just because of the way Swarthmore has been attacking. There's another nice service by Machado Ako, who had the assist on the second goal. Carly Penn. The Owls still with it. There's Cruz. She has to go back to Cohen. And relentless pressure. That's Machado Ako. She is not giving them a break, has she? Just relentless. Pretty good poise, though, by Bryn Mawr. Not panicking. Trying to go long ball, and that's where the Owls have had trouble. Zitelli to Kaufman Sedano. She's offsides, though, as the flag goes up. Good look. So Abby Chang with her 4th of the year, 2024 left in the first half, and then Allie Zatelli, her 3rd of the season, 13:30 left. And during the second half, we'll go into all these different playoff scenarios where the top 6 teams in the Centennial Conference will earn a berth in their league playoffs. There's Zatelli again to Kaufman-Sedano. She can shoot it from there. What a shot, and she scores! Danny Kaufman-Sedano with her first goal of the season, and the Garnet now lead 3-0. Well, just as I said she could shoot from there, she showed you what she can do. It's interesting because she reminds you a little bit, her game reminds you a little bit of Abby Chang's. They're both just such energy players that they just make things happen. You know, and they're very good taking on defenders, and Kaufman-Sedano made her own room that time, and that was an excellent shot. So it'll be Grace Florick on the free kick here as the Owls looking to get something going offensively. Here come the Garnet. There's Kaufman-Sedano again. That ball, a little pass. She was looking for Fernandez Bruff that time. And now the Owls. Inside blocked. Another shot wide. It'll be a goal kick for Swarthmore. 2:23 left first half. Garnet leading 3-0. The Garnet currently tied for second place in the Centennial Conference with Dickinson, but of course Dickinson earned a win just the other day over Swarthmore 2-1. So owns that head-to-head advantage. And that ball goes out of bounds. Carly Penn couldn't quite keep the ball in. Meath still has control of it. And that's Karen Mays who's into the game now. She's done a great job defensively this season. Started a lot of games for the Owls, or for the Garnet. That's what I mean. There have been so many players, whether they've started or not, they've seen quite a few minutes on this team. It's a nice luxury to have this kind of depth. Oh, Kaufman-Sedano was trying to, she thought Zatelli was going to cut in there, and just a little miscommunication, but that could have been a dangerous play. Meath. Kaufman-Sedano again has it. And cleared away. 20 seconds left in the first half. Swarthmore looking to make one last run. And that ball cleared away by Maddie Cohen. They're counting it down from 10. And that'll do it. So this game was on even terms for about the first half of the first half, and then Swarthmore put it in overdrive with 3 goals in the final 20-plus minutes here in the first half, and the Garnet leading 3-0. We'll be back for the start of the second half, in about 14 minutes. we think she's in there.
She's the one who's doing all the warm-ups, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. So this would be her first game according to this.
Yeah, she's the first year. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Bryn Mawr is switching the keeper.
Oh, good. And welcome back as we begin the second half with Swarthmore leading Bryn Mawr by a score of 3-0. We will be having a change in goal. Leela Travers, the first-year keeper from Ithaca, New York, will be going in the net for Swarthmore, and this will be her first college game. In looking at the first half stats, you could tell that they are not deceiving. Swarthmore out shooting Bryn Mawr 15-3, 5 shots on goal to 1, 4 corners to 1. You know, it was a relatively light foul half. 6 on Swarthmore, just 1 on the Owls. And again, Swarthmore on goals by Abby Chang, Ali Zatelli, and Danny Kaufman-Sedano, leading this 3-0. Most of the Centennial Conference action will be tomorrow. As we said at the top of the telecast, there are most teams have just 2 games left. Some just 1, but Johns Hopkins, Kaufman-Sedano with the steal. We'll get back to this. And nicely done, cleared away by Grace Flortek. So Swarthmore beginning the way it ended the first half with just tons of pressure here. But anyway, Johns Hopkins has already clinched the top seed with an 8-0 mark for 24 points. Now Dickinson and Swarthmore are tied for second. No, excuse me. Dickinson has 17 points at 5-1-2. Swarthmore at 5-2-1 with 16. Obviously, a win tonight would move the Garnet into second place. And again, there's a service inside there. Ball loose. And finally, cleared away by the Owls. Do you have the offside flag there? So as we say, Dickinson owns the head-to-head over Swarthmore, winning the other day. So in second place, Swarthmore in third. I think I originally said that they were tied, but it's Dickinson by a point. Of course, Dickinson has to face Johns Hopkins tomorrow, so that is that's always a challenging task for any team. But Swarthmore, obviously, if this lead holds up, the Garnet will move into second place in the Centennial Conference. Ball crossed inside of there, and the pressure continues by Swarthmore. That was Hope Neal. And she's also been a major contributor to this year. She's again one of those players that we talked about. She's seen starting action. She's come off the bench, and whatever she's done, she's been a key contributor. Again, one of those energy players that just has given so much to this team this year. So as we keep trying to talk about the Centennial Conference, but Swarthmore keeps making runs on goal. That was Machado Otko. Oh, blocked that time. Master Polito now trying to, she was trying to shoot from there. She's still trying to shoot. All the way there, and the ball's out. But that's not a bad idea by her. I mean, she's just looking for some open space. Again, as we said, coming into today is the leading scorer for the Owls with 6 goals. Also has an assist on the year as well. Here comes Mangini. Yep. Back to Neal. Little errant pass. And the Owls have it. That was Callie Stoltz, I believe, who made that pass. Urquhart on the steal to Kaufman Sedano. She makes the turn. They don't want her to shoot. The ball goes inside there, and a nice play that time by Zatelli as she put that ball in goal. Boy, Allie has had some game off the bench today, and just another example is what we've been saying all broadcast about the great depth. Here comes, Kaufman Sedano has it, but cleared away by Grace Florick. Players like Kaufman Sedano, we talked about Chang, they're just quick in short spaces. They can get out of trouble because they have such quick feet, good ball skills. Here comes Vesley, who's into the game. Urquhart tried to one-touch the Neal. Pass a little too far. Vesely. Neal. Neal's got some room. She's dangerous. You can't give her too much. And she's knocked down right outside the 18. Probably about 20 yards out. The Garnet will have this free kick. Now the key is who's going to take it. Kaufman Sedano is lined up there. That wall's got to move way back. That's not even, yeah. Yeah, I said 20 yards. Maybe it's 22. Urquhart, step over. Kaufman Sedano with the shot, hit the crossbar. How about that shot? Danny already with 1 goal tonight. Almost got goal number 2. So anyway, in the standings, it's Dickinson second with 17, Swarthmore with 16, F&M and McDaniel at 14 each, Gettysburg with 11, Washington College and Haverford with 10. As we said, Dickinson has to take on Hopkins tomorrow and finish out its season with Washington College. So that's a tough 2-game stretch. Vesely with a beautiful cross that time, and Ryan equal to the task. So he said Emma Ryan in her 2nd game this season. So either way, the way the Centennial Conference playoffs will be, the 1st and 2nd place teams will get by. Then on next Tuesday, it'll be number 6 at number 3 and number 5 at 4. And then Friday the 4th, it'll be the 3-6 winner at number 2 and the 4-5 winner at number 1. And then the championship is Sunday, November 6th, and that'll be at the highest seeded team. That's headed out by the Garnet, so it'll be Bryn Mawr's ball. Laurie goes back to Floric. As I said this before, Bryn Mawr has shown some nice composure. They haven't rushed passes. Oh, there's Master Polita trying to get possession of the ball, but cleared away by the Garnet. That was Vesely that time. Paige Master Polito does not need much room, you could tell. And you could tell she's used to all the marking that she gets. And there she is on a steal. That ball goes in there, and Travers gets a touch. Big battle there. And they call the foul on Vesely that time as Sarah Laurie was taken down. Florek took that free kick, and she gets it back right now. Again, not a lot of high pressure by Swarthmore, but really no need for it. Cleared away by Alice Nyongo Opio. Again, she's been so solid. Be interesting what Todd Ankaitis says about the defense, but it looks like whether she was on Paige Mastropolito or not, she certainly paid plenty of attention to the senior. What a season Mastropolito has. The Swarthmore resident from Archbishop Carroll, as we said at the top of the show. And she's really been the main offensive player for this team. Here come the Garnet. Vesely. She thought about it. Now she'll go with the left foot. Ryan with the save. Anna Chiron ready to come into the game for the Garnet. Aaliyah Stubenboard for the Owls. Ryan gets to that before Machado Acco. Machado Acco, again, has just brought great energy. Had the assist on Zatelli's goal. Florek will take her time. Again, they were looking for Mastropolito. Here comes Kaufman. Kaufman splitting two defenders. Can she get the shot off? And it's wide. She was going for that near post. I think Ryan, the keeper, did a nice job cutting that angle down. It was a very little hole to shoot in. And as we said, Anna Chiron into the game. Alice and Yanyo Opio is out. Wonder if she'll get the rest of the night off as Swarthmore still with a big game Saturday right here at Clothier Field against Haverford. Oh, the back heel pass almost worked by Urquhart. Here's some numbers by the Owls. But again, cleared away. Defense has been airtight tonight for Swarthmore. Urquhart. Oh, that's a nice defensive play by Laurie that time. She had her coming on and then got that ball out. Wow, Mastropolito, she's not getting a lot of touches, but it's not from lack of work. She's just been working like crazy. And there she goes again. She keeps that ball in, but then kicks it out. It's got to be frustrating when probably every team Bryn Mawr has played has based its defense on stopping 14. And she still had an excellent season as well. But tonight, Swarthmore has paid a ton of attention to her. Neal passed that off to the left side and then asked for it back. Machado Acco. And shot wide. Rebecca Putnam, a junior midfielder from Mount Kisco, New York, ready to come in for the Garnet. Here's Laurie. Tried to chip that ball. Wasn't as successful. Urquhart goes out, gets a well-deserved breather. One thing I've noticed with Bryn Mawr, number 5, Amanda Cruz, who was playing in the back earlier, is now, looks like she's playing up top. You know, I kind of said to myself, she's got some nice ball skills playing in the back there. And Coach Paul Stinson looking for some more offensive firepower here. Zitelli, what a shot there, but Ryan equal to the task. You know what you love about Zitelli's game? She does not need much room to shoot it. By the way, Amelia Mounts, who helped set up that first goal tonight, is ready to come in for the Garnet. Putnam. She has Lori to beat on that right side. Slide there, and that's going to be a corner. So Putnam's there. Fifth corner for the Garnet. As we said, Amelia Mounts coming in. And Ali Zitelli is out. What a game she's had. Although you could say that about most of the players. Uh-oh, inside there, the head ball, in! So Swarthmore takes a 4-0 lead. I think that was Mounts, but we'll wait for the official. Yep, Amelia Mounts. There were so many white shirts there, it was a little tough to see, but it looked like Mounts in there. And for Amelia, that is her 6th goal of the season. 26:20 left here in the second half. So I guess if you're Swarthmore right now, what you're looking to do is get a lot of people some playing time now. Kind of get out of this game and hope you have no injuries. But an impressive performance by the Garnet. And Kaufman Sedano again came very, very close. You know, Swarthmore's high for goals this year was 5 in a 5-0 win over Rutgers Newark on September 11th. Nicte Machado Acco goes out, and when she came in the first half, Machado Acco, players like Kaufman Sedano, I mean, they not only maintain the energy, they bring it up a notch. That ball is clear. Eli Dellinger in for Swarthmore. And Travers makes the play. But this 4-goal output is Swarthmore's second highest of the year. We said about the 5 goals against Rutgers Newark. Garnet have also had 3 goals. They had a 3-1 win early in the season at Marywood. But mainly, this is a team that plays it pretty close to the vest. Has an excellent record, 11-3-1, 5-2-1 in the Centennial. But a lot of 1-goal games. Beat Muhlenberg and their Sinus in consecutive 1-goal games, and then Franklin and Marshall also in a 1-goal game before they lost to Dickinson by 1 goal last time out. So a couple things, when you look at for the Garnet, when they get ready for the Centennial Conference tournament, they're going to have a couple things in their favor. One is a very deep bench. 2 is they've been involved in so many nail biters that they know the pressure of these close games, and that's what you expect in the conference tournament. There's Lori with a good defensive play. She got that ball out for Bryn Mawr. But what do you like about Swarthmore? Even winning a game like this decisively, it's not like they're playing out of character. They're playing fundamental soccer. They're passing it well. They're not out of position, just trying to goal hang or anything like that. They're actually playing as if it's 0-0. They're trying to play the right way because you don't want to develop any bad habits, even if you're winning. There's Lori. She's looking to go to Cruz on that side. And kicked out, so it'll be Stubenboard on the throw. Coming back in is Carly Penn. Also Liz Brown in for Swarthmore. And she'll replace Macy Mangini. Macy, the first year player, got the start tonight. That shot taken, it looked like it was Stubenboard. Remember early in the game, Stubenboard was involved in a lot of plays for Bryn Mawr. I think even though Swarthmore lost last time out against Dickinson, Todd Ankaitis was obviously not happy with the result, but happy at the way his team came back down 2-0. Got a goal in the 49th minute by Kim Kokenmeister. And then he said they just continued to fight, just weren't able to put it in the back of the net. But who knows? Those two teams could meet again. There's Floric with the clear. We're past the midway point of the second half. 1948 and counting. Swarthmore leading 4-0. Number 8, Lori, look at that move by her. She's been pretty active there. Tried to shred 2 defenders that time. Stubenboard. That's Luna Satilli in the game, number 16. But stolen by Anna Chiron. Here comes Kaufman Sedano to Neal. Neal. Kaufman Sedano back. Neal can crank it from there. You know that. She's got the shot. Putnam. And that's wide. That's the thing about Swarthmore. What you have to like, there are several players who are not afraid from that 25-yard mark, maybe even further out. They're not afraid to take that shot, and they have a lot of good shooters on this team. The other benefit of Coach Ankaitis playing so many players is when you get to the conference tournament, you're going to have a lot of, not as many fatigued players ready to go. Here's Lori. Esley on the intercept. And a big clear that time by Chiron. Rubiso ready to come in. Kim Kokemeister ready to come back as well for Swarthmore. Daniela Dozen also ready for the Owls. Oh, that was actually a pass that went far and tipped over, so it'll be a corner kick. For the Garnet. Putnam. Kaufman Sedano gets a break. Also Mounts. Oh, that's a header that, almost went in. Ryan there. It looked like Eli Dellinger got her head on that in there. A lot of white shirts. And you know what's interesting? It looks like, and I could be wrong here, but it looks like every single player for Swarthmore was not a starter tonight. Again, the starting lineups vary, and the coaching staff does a lot of it on matchups and things like that. So, but when you see this team, you see how many players have just put on such a great contribution. I said all the starters were out. I see I just mentioned Kokemeister. She was a starter tonight, and she is in the game. She's playing up top. Long ball, corralled by Travers. Swarthmore has outshot the Owls 25-5 tonight. Still think this is a Bryn Mawr program with some promise. A lot of young players. Oh, there's a ball. Kokemeister in there and almost scores. It'll be a goal kick, but Kim was looking for goal number 8. As Monica Scotto will return for Bryn Mawr. I mean, the Owls started 3 first-year players in their starting lineup tonight. A lot of underclassmen, although replacing Master Polito will be a gargantuan task with the season she's had. There's Putnam. I'll tell you, Bryn Mawr has done a decent job working the ball out of the back. They've faced some pressure from Swarthmore. By the way, Swarthmore has an 11-1 shots on goal advantage in this one. There's Vesley. She's had some nice runs here. Again, Kokenmeister walking in on goal. Oh, what a save by Ryan. How did Ryan get that? Boy, Kokenmeister has just such a quick turn of the ball, and she can just go. So I said earlier, I think she just does a tremendous job of just using the entire field. You'll see her make runs up the middle. She'll go up the flank, but she's got a nose for the goal. Jacinta Fernandez-Bruff back into the game. A little physical play there. But it'll be the Garnet on the throw. 11:40 left here in the second half. It's been all Swarthmore, 4-0 over Bryn Mawr. Kokenmeister again on the cross. By the way, this will be the final Centennial Conference game of the season, as that shot goes wide, of the season for Bryn Mawr. The Owls do have one game remaining. It'll be Saturday at Mary Washington. But this will be the final Centennial Conference. There are 11 teams in the Centennial Conference. They play each other once. Bryn Mawr entered this game 0-8-1 in the Centennial Conference. I mean, one thing it's going to be a key question is, can anybody get to Johns Hopkins? As we mentioned, 8-0 in the conference. Actually saw them beat Swarthmore right here 4-0. And that was one of the most impressive performances. If you remember, the Blue Jays were just high pressing Swarthmore and really didn't have a lot of answers for that. I would expect if they met again, that Swarthmore would be better equipped for that. But as I said, no one's beaten them in the Centennial Conference. So there's no question the number 1 seed, will be the favorite. Putnam with a shot wide. Maria Lee coming back in. The sophomore from Honolulu. And she replaces Putnam, who had that dangerous scoring chance just a second ago. So this has been an impressive performance by Swarthmore. Now you might say, well, Bryn Mawr's record is tough, but remember in the first 20 minutes, the Owls are really competitive. And that's what happens in many times. You get that first goal and it just loosens everybody up. Abby Chang. With the follow off a rocket from Amelia Mounts. Over the goal. And it'll be a goal kick for the Owls. More subs coming in. Emma McGinley for the Owls. She's a sophomore from Hughesville, PA. She replaced Anna Moravik. But it hasn't mattered who Swarthmore has gone with. The Garnet have just continued to put on a ton of pressure here. Kokemeister. And that ball's cleared. Fernandez Brough. Kokemeister. Nah. They had the offside flag. That's the third offside of the game for the Garnet. I'm going to make that the second one. So Swarthmore will enjoy this game, but we'll certainly be thinking of Haverford, which entered today mathematically, still alive for one of the 6 playoff spots at 2, 3, and 4 with 10 points. That's what I mean. After Hopkins, it's a little bunched up with Dickinson 17, Swarthmore 16, F&M and McDaniel 14, Gettysburg 11, Washington College and Haverford 10. And there's a score that time. It looked like it was number 16, Maria Lee. So Swarthmore, and they're giving Kokemeister the assist. So Lee with 5:42 left in the second half, and now Swarthmore has tied its season high in goals, excuse me. And for Lee, that's her first goal of the season. Swarthmore continues to put the pressure on. So Swarthmore now has scored 34 goals on the season and allowed 15. So it's the second 5-0 game to this point, and we don't know if we're finished seeing scoring with, but again, tying the season high in an earlier win over Rutgers Newark. Clear it out. Got to be a thrill to get your first goal of the season. Earlier, Kaufman-Sedano had her first. More pressure. There's Kokenmeister. Oh, just wide. I think she's calling for a PK there. But to no avail. 3:09 left. It's been all Swarthmore. So we know that the Garnet are going to go to the Centennial Conference tournament. We just don't know if they're going to get a first-round bye. They will move to second place with 19 points, 2 ahead of Dickinson, who has to play Johns Hopkins tomorrow. And again, Swarthmore taking on Haverford Saturday. And Haverford is off until then, because Haverford has already played 9 conference games, and there are only 10 to go. So that should be an interesting matchup, because, you know, Haverford could be playing for its postseason life there, could be playing for one of those, you know, final spots. So, you know, depending what happens with some of the games tomorrow, obviously we'll have a better picture of it. But now at least Swarthmore can sit back, look at all the action, and then figure out how things will go. The other thing is, we said Dickinson has to play Hopkins, then they have to play Washington College on Saturday, and Washington College with 10 points, you know, could be playing for its playoff life. Washington College has to take on McDaniel tomorrow, and then Dickinson. So, again, that's going to be an interesting game for both teams. As we're now in the final minute here. Travers boots it out. So Swarthmore with an impressive showing today, bouncing back from the loss to Dickinson. And you say, well, Bryn Mawr hasn't won a game, but I thought Bryn Mawr played very well early on. And the other thing is, these games are hard. I don't care who they're against. There's always a chance you could have a letdown. You see a team with a rough record, but Swarthmore has not done that. Swarthmore has been in attack mode all night. And the depth was shown again with 5 different players scoring for the Garnet. And that is it. So Swarthmore improves to 12-3-1, 6-2-1 in the Centennial Conference. Bryn Mawr falls to 1-12-3, 0-9-1. But as we said, with some first-year players and some other young players, maybe this Bryn Mawr College team can start to show improvement in the future. One thing you like is this is a team that despite being outmatched tonight, didn't give up and worked hard until the end. So again, that'll do it. Swarthmore officially in the Centennial Conference postseason. Now the Garnet's next goal is to try to get that number 2 seed and a first round bye in the tournament. So with 5 different players scoring, that final score once again, Swarthmore 5 and Bryn Mawr nothing. Mark Narducci saying thanks again for watching, and we hope everybody has a great evening.